I'm trying to adjust the altitude on my onan 5000 marquis generator. I'm having trouble identifying the adjustment. I believe the lever is missing. Am I accomplishing the same thing by turning the screw at the bottom of the bowl? The generator starts boo when it throttles up, it dies.
Normally you cannot adjust for altitude. This requires the replacement of the main fuel jet. You can try to adjust the screw on the bottom of the bowl, but it is doubtful that it will completely fix your problem. When you say the generator starts but when it throttles up it dies, is this after making adjustments to the screw on the bottom of the bowl?
Are you an onan dealer? This generator has a calibration marked on the bowl. The calibration is for attitude. The book talks about a plastic lever. A dozen websites caution owners to adjust their generator using the calibration lever as you travel to higher altitudes. Are you experienced with this particular generator? Once I figure out if you are right or onan is right, we can troubleshoot my problem.
I have been an onan dealer for almost 10 years. If you are in question about my ability to answer your question, I will opt out and maybe one of the other experts here will pick it up.
I am not questioning your ability or sincerity. That is why I asked if you were an onan RV dealer. There is a discrepancy here. Onan, it's saying to adjust for altitude. I see the markings but I don't see the lever. Online comments say it breaks off easily. I am currently at 6,000 feet. When the generator throttles up, it appears to flood out. Due to the altitude, it would be running rich at this altitude. I'm trying to figure out if my generator is missing the lever. If you are correct that there is no adjustment or the lever was supposed to be attached to the knob on the bottom of the bowl. It is also possible that the choke is sticking.
Hello. Thank you for requesting me. Sorry about the delay in getting back to you, but I work 2-day jobs and help on JustAnswer in the evenings. Marquis is merely a family of genset that encompasses many different models. What is the full model number of your genset exactly as it is written on the data label?
Thank you. The model number is I understand that I will lose power in the mountains. As an example, I have been able to run 1 AC but not 2. I have been as high as 8,400 feet. I am normally less than 500 since I come from San Francisco. I expect the generator to improve as I travel east and come back down. It will be 12 days before I teach normal altitudes, but 4 will be driving back west. The spring.
On this model, there is a brass screw at the bottom of the bowl, but you should not be able to see it. It is supposed to have a black plastic cap on it, with a small tab sticking up the side, to point to the elevation gradations on the side of the bowl. This cap is supposed to be a limiter. It will only allow you to make a slight adjustment for altitude, but no more. Since you are not mentioning it, I assume yours is no longer there. This is a common problem. People that think they know what they are doing remove the limiter and adjust the carburetor to try and compensate for a problem. Without that limiter in place, there is no way to tell how far out of adjustment that carb is, without completely resetting the carb. I can tell you that from 0 elevation to the full 10,000 elevation is only about 1/8 of a turn of the main needle, not much adjustment at all. What you read online is not correct. That limiter does not break off easily. It is on there very well. What happens more often than not is that someone tries to get it off, and ends up breaking the needle itself, not the limiter cap. The needle is very fragile. If your limiter cap is missing, you can adjust the main needle, but remember that about 1/8 of a turn is the max. You would turn the needle in, clockwise as you are looking at the carb from the bottom of the bowl, to lean out the fuel mixture.
Thank you. That is exactly what I needed to know. Is the limiter cap replaceable? I thought that was the adjustment and the lever missing. I have leaned it out and played with it, and it now handles a load. Until now, turning on the microwave always killed it, and sometimes the AC would. I guess when I get back download I should have the carb properly adjusted.
Unfortunately, the limiter is not available as a separate component. You would need to either replace the entire carburetor, or find a shop that has one laying around on a bad carb. Some years I probably throw 15 or 20 of them away, but they are getting to be much less common now that the B and N series gensets have been replaced with the KY and HG series.
I have been considering replacing it with a new 7K genset, but this has only 400 hours and works fine. I'd like EFI Touch with this problem. I am on a 2 trip around the country. I hate to spend $5,500, but maybe I should. Thank you for the accurate information. I was saying a 2-year trip around the country. And the other nonsense was to avoid I hate autocorrect. Thank you again.
In my opinion, the BGE/BGM units were the best ones that Onan ever made. Sure, they are a little louder than the newer ones coming out today, but as a 15-year technician on them, they cannot be beat for reliability. Personally, if it were me, I would definitely stick with the BGM. Thank you for using JustAnswer, and please don't forget to leave me an appropriate rating.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.